Alright, hey there, it's Michael Fitzpatrick, and we are at reason number 5 on the top 20 reason countdown to attend PowerUp this year. And reason number 5 is all about time management and efficiency. So people ask a lot of times, how can they be a better manager of their time, and how can they be more productive and more efficient? Well, let me give you some things to think about for a second. The average person lives till about 80 years old, or maybe a little bit longer nowadays, but that means that they have about 4,000 weeks. So when you're born, it's almost like, hey, here's a box, it's got a big ribbon on it, and it's handed over to you. It says, here's your 4,000, or maybe 5,000 if you're really, really, really lucky, but here's your 4,000 weeks. Go make it happen, and go live out your life purpose and your passion. Well, 4,000 weeks doesn't seem like a whole lot, especially if you're 40 years old right now. If you're 50, you're like, wow, I've already used half of my weeks. So think about this. When it comes to time management, we have about 168 hours a week, or 8,600 hours, give or take, a year. And when you think about the hundreds of hours that have gone into the preparation of PowerUp, from corporate, from team leaders, from all the presentations, from the guest speakers, from the venue, the layout, the floor plan, there's been hundreds and hundreds of man hours that have been put into this event so far. Well, you could be the beneficiary in just 2 short days of 200-300 hours of man work that Viridian Corporate's put together. And then it gets consolidated down into the best of everything in that day and a half or 2-day period. So if you go to PowerUp, you're all of a sudden going to know the information right away. If you get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people from your team to go to PowerUp, what that also means is that you don't have to go back home and share this story for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours with 5 or 10 people. That's going to take you 10 or 20 or 30 hours to go out and share this information properly with people who weren't there. So, and if you don't go, you're going to be trying to get the information from people who were there. Well, it's going to be tough because they're going to want to spend the time working with the people who were there. So you're going to go back and forth on text messages or emails or even voicemails, and you're playing phone tag and back and forth. Next thing you know, it's been a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, and then so from an efficiency standpoint, if you're not there, it's going to be hard to actually book an appointment with somebody when you get back to have them describe everything to you. But we have a very, very finite amount of time here on this earth. 4,000 weeks, roughly 8,600 hours in a year, give or take, and about 168 hours in a good week. So what are we doing? What are you doing, to take advantage of things that are going on around us? So I look at this weekend saying, wow, you know what? Corporate has put in probably $250,000 to $400,000, to invest in this event. They've put in 2, 3, 4, 500 man hours with all the staff and support and so on to make this a real good weekend. And just to be as efficient as possible, why not capitalize on taking advantage of that? Why not also be part of that? And you'll realize that you'll be so much more efficient with your time when you get back. But I would say that reason number 5, that's a critical reason, is that PowerUp is all about time management and helping you be more efficient. So, hope that helps, and we'll see you on the next video.